So, Star Trek Discovery aired today. The first episode aired on CBS, and the second episode was aired on CBS All Access, which my broke ass decided to sign up for strictly for watching this series. So, basically, Star Trek owns my ass. So, I had a lot of worries about the series and wondering if I was gonna like it. I've only seen the original series and the first 3.5 seasons up through the first 3.5 seasons of Deep Space Nine. I've seen bits and pieces of Voyager, just caught on TV, and bits and pieces of Enterprise. I've seen all the movies. That's actually how I got into it, was thanks to the J.J. Abrams 2009 series. So I had a lot of worries and concerns, especially given the promotional material that was given to us before the series aired. Within the first 10 minutes, I was already invested. These characters, this crew, who isn't even like I don't think the crew that we're going to be with for the rest of this season, was already so thought out. Like, they felt genuine and I actually cared. I really, really cared. No spoilers, because, no spoilers. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. But there was a couple things that I was like, okay, that's gonna happen. It has to happen. Like, within the first, few moments of dialogue, I was like, this is gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. And it happened, and I was actually really sad. It affected me, and I think that's good. That definitely is a good sign that so early on it's already affecting me, and I'm already caring about these characters who were introduced for, 5 minutes. My only, concern-wise, just, for the canon, was the fact that Sarek apparently mind-melded with our main character, who I don't know her name yet, and that kind of got to me because I was like, there's an episode in the original series that states that, full-on mind melds weren't typically done between Vulcans and humans, it hadn't been tried because it was considered dangerous, which led me to wonder with our first human-Vulcan relationship. I'm like, did you not actually create a bond? Were you just living in sin? But for all I know, Enterprise, got rid of that. So, technically this might not actually be too big of a deal. I honestly don't think that it is. But I'm definitely the kind of person who's gonna be watching the episodes and, waiting to see if anything is altered from the original series, Next Generation, and what I've seen of Deep Space Nine, history-wise, just to be like, that's, nitpick, but not in any bad way. It's very good-natured, very much just, nitpick because I love, but don't make a big deal out of it. I think the only thing that I didn't like, and it's an aesthetic thing, not, an actual genuine nitpick, but I think the only thing I don't like the way the Klingons look. I'm all here for darker Klingons because who cares? About their skin color. They're typically brown, very dark, so I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here for that. The albino thing was interesting. I don't like how harshly defined they are. They're very hard to look at. And, maybe that will change, because, of course, this is just the first 2 episodes, so, that might change. I'm not saying I necessarily hate the designs, it's just, I don't know, they're really, really harsh looking, and it's a little bizarre. I have to say, I miss the long, luscious locks of dark hair, honestly. I don't know, I thought Klingons I envied them for their hair. There's a lot of... already there's a lot, of course, of the Klingon culture and Kahless and their sort of spirituality and their warrior, everything in honor is being, brought up already, and that absolutely just made me giddy. I really enjoyed the appearance of Sarek. I'm excited to see more. It'll definitely be something to consider, especially when I go back and rewatch older series, just be thinking, what would she have been doing around that point if she doesn't die? That's, of course, always a possibility. So the first episode, of course, ends on a cliffhanger, which immediately had me whipping out my wallet to get all access so I could see the second episode because I'm that much of a whore for Star Trek. And I think they were really good. They were just really genuinely good. Really high energy. Like there was a lot of high energy. And I don't know, I think there's a lot of love. I think there's a lot of love going into this series, and I'm really excited to see where else it goes. I'm excited to get to know more about the crew, considering the fact that she is the first human to graduate from the Vulcan Science Academy. So that's like huge. That's really, really big. Yeah, so I'm really eager, and I don't think next Sunday can come soon enough.